recognize how you can utilize what you have. It's waiting for you to recognize that you can become a light in this universe, that you can do things that others would not be able to do when you truly are yourself. When you're utilizing your knowledge and your focus together, when you're giving yourself that ability, when you're having that place inside of you, when the things that you're going through no longer have the ability to stop you from seeing who you truly are. And so, how do we start to get down with that type of person? And so, see, when we do that type of thing, when we light up other people's day, when we give other people the ability to find that kind of place inside of themselves, that gives me joy. That gives me the recognizing that there are a lot of blessings in this universe. There are a lot of people out there. I look forward to helping a lot of people and getting to the place where, their day lights up, so how do we start to get down with that person? How do we really start to see these kind of blessings happening on a daily basis? So when you start to connect your focus and the knowledge that you have inside of yourself, when you start to get to that kind of a place where it's available to you, then you start to recognize that you are a gift in this universe, and that you are an inspiration, that the things that you're going through you can overcome, and you can do that, and it is available to you to use what you have inside of yourself. It is available for you to use what you can on a daily basis. It is available for you to use what you are gifted with, with the things that you have. And the energy inside of yourself has that ability to allow you to use it as a strength. It has that ability for you to see that, you can use these things, and this universe can use what you do have. It can use these things that are gifts inside of you that each individual on the face of the planet has available to them. We're all made differently. We're all made differently in a beautiful way. We're made in a way that when we use our knowledge and our focus, we can light up other people's world. We can light up other people's day. We can light up other people's way. And so, how can you get down with those kinds of energies within yourself? How can you start to recognize what works for you? What can work with you? What type of things are available to you? And so as soon as I started to realize that I could do this, as soon as I started to realize that challenging this, giving yourself that ability to overcome those types of things, that there's no in between. It is a positive and negative forces in the universe, and it's up to us to start to turn them positive. It's up to us to start to use them in a sense, in a way that we can overcome our own challenges. It's up to us to start to get to the place where they no longer have the ability to affect you. They no longer have the ability to stop you. They no longer have the ability to say, hey, you can't do this. You can't become this. You can't achieve this. Because you are achieving you. You see, when you are a foundation, when you have a place within yourself, when you light up this world, when you have things that other people can't do, other people start to ask you, other people start to recognize you, other people start to see that they can do that too for themselves. That's what blessings come out when we're working with what we have. When we are truly working with what we have inside of ourselves, the energy that we have flows to that point. The energy that we have inside gives us that ability. It gives us the ability to say, hey, it ain't about somebody else. There is only one way. That is for me to achieve my dreams. There is only one way for me to achieve my goals, and for me to be with myself in such a way that I have the ability to overcome these types of things. And so it is there. I have motivation, meditation, inspiration.yoga. I've been doing meditation for nearly a decade. I've been able to read energy fields inside of human beings for the last few years here. I just really haven't shared it. But but there was a perfect example of how utilization of energy within a human being is able to work, how it is able to help you to use the things that you have inside to strengthen you. You're welcome to call in here and get connected here. My WhatsApp is 619-500-2657. You're welcome to come on the air. Definitely can get a energy reading there for you as well if you would like one. Also any donations that are in there would be through the Facebook, but that doesn't matter. What really matters to me is helping people out. Like, I want that person who's in that dark place to hear, I can use what I have. I can use the energy that I have inside of myself to overcome my own challenges. That I can become strong from within me. That ultimately the light inside of me is available. The energy, the type of energy that I have inside of myself can be used as a strength, and definitely should be used as a strength. And so recognizing these different types of energies, like I was saying yesterday, I did 7 energy readings on Periscope. 7 people had energy readings done. And I just did 1 energy reading here a minute ago. You're welcome to send me a WhatsApp or send me a message in there if you'd like to get online to actually be able to do an energy reading. I'm going to also open back up my Periscope so I could get multiple people on here so that they can also get their readings done as well too. So I'm really just out in this world to truly help people. I'm really out here to use the things that the creator of this universe gave to me. Use the tools that I have so I can help other people out. And so that's what it's about. It's about us using the things that we do have. It's never about what we don't have. It's always about what we do have and how we utilize what we do have. Like I was saying, I am doing energy readings. I am out there. I've just done 1 energy reading. I'm looking for a couple more people who are looking to get their energy read. I have bypassed the first hour video. I am into the second hour, so this definitely means that I am working with the light to uplift other people. I am definitely in a place where focus and knowledge is being utilized, where the challenges that we face off against on a daily basis are available to us, that we can do this, that we can achieve this, that we can work through different things. And there's going to be different people working through different challenges. They're going to work through different types of things. They're going to need different types of things. Their energy fields inside are going to be different. Each of you are going to have different energy fields. You're going to have different ways in which the energy is flowing through you. How you can use it in your day, how you can use it in your week, how you can use it in such a way that you can start to understand yourself, how you can start to become more of who you truly are on the inside, who you truly are, and that the light can radiate outwards from within you, that it can actually start to utilize that as strength. You can utilize it in a way that you can find a way to overcome your challenges, that you can utilize it in a way that you have the ability to have an able mentality, to have an able knowledge, to have an able light within oneself. And that's what it's about. It's about getting to that place. It's about finding those kinds of challenges is something that is worthy of overcoming. And so what does it take to get to that place with yourself? And so that was a blessing to see and to speak to David about that stuff. It was a blessing to, have, challenges that are able to be overcome. And, recognizing that focus and knowledge is within us all, utilizing the gifts that we do have, utilizing the energy that we do have, utilizing the ability to see that it is there for us, that we can achieve it, that we can become it, that we are a light in this universe, that The light that we have inside of ourselves is definitely available to you. It is definitely available. I am doing energy readings. I am uplifting people here. I am talking about how it is possible for us to achieve things that others wouldn't achieve. It is ability for within ourselves to find that place, to find that ability, to find that kind of foundation within ourselves. And so we see these types of things. We see these types of challenges as the ability to overcome them. We see these types of challenges as the ability to find that kind of light. And so I enjoy doing these kind of readings. I enjoy giving people the ability to, find the strengths that they have inside of themselves. Find the person that they are inside. Find that what they do on a daily basis is available to them, that they can do this, that they can achieve this, that they can become this, that the light inside of themselves is available to them, and that they can use these things to overcome their own challenge. They can use these things to overcome their own ability to become who they truly are on the inside. And so a lot of people ask the question, what is an energy reading? How do we utilize energy? How do we find that place? How do we overcome those kind of challenges? How do we get to that place where what we have is what it takes? And so let's see if we can get another one online here. Jamie, right? I know that you're trying to get through. I have multiple network feeds here. I'm trying to add you in there so that you can actually be able to get a reading done if you'd like one. So I do recognize that there are people on different levels of progression. There are people on different phases, and that there are different parts of energies that flow in different combinations, and that utilizing the energy inside a human being is definitely an important thing. And so I know that just walking in a room, people's worlds light up. I know that just utilizing what we do have, the world lights up around us. And, I can go into a place and start communicating with 7 different people and have 7 different conversations at the same exact time and uplift all 7 people. Because I can understand how to talk to a person with red energy field, grounding energy, in such a way that they start to recognize and start to see the strength in the different energy fields within. But I can also speak to somebody with a depth perception or the ability to voice themselves, or singers, or writers, or artists, and be able to communicate with them. So that's what it means to get within ourselves. That's what it means to start utilizing these types of things. And yes, it's a form of liberation. It is a form of understanding oneself to the point where mastery comes from within, where mastery comes from that ability to utilize what we do have. Because it's never about what we don't have, it's always about what we do have. So like I was saying, I am doing readings. I am here. I am working with energy within the human being, the systems of light. From darkness to light is what it means to be a guru. So here's the student and the teacher in the same exact place, giving the ability for continued growth, for continued knowledge, for continued reflection. And so when knowledge becomes a reflection, other people understand that as a reflection of meditation. When they see the inner light radiating outwards, they recognize this is enlightened. So what I'm talking about is the ability to reach a place where knowledge and focus find the connection, where we become the student and the teacher inside the discipline, which is ourselves, where we find a reflection where other people see that form of inspiration, where other people start to see that kind of connection with that kind of mastery, with that ability to overcome our own challenges, with that ability to find that place where the light radiates outwards, where the light inside of you uses what type of energy you utilize the most for other parts of yourself, where it has that ability to overcome your own challenges, where you see that you have what it takes on a daily basis. That is a blessing. That is an ability to go within oneself. That is an ability to see that it is available to you. It is definitely available to you to find that within yourself. It is definitely available to you to get to that place where focus and knowledge can be centered within oneself. And so, what type of challenges are you facing off against today that we can utilize this kind of energy? What type of challenges are you facing off against to where when we start to read the energy inside, you start to see that you can use these things to your advantage. You can utilize this universe with your level of focus. You can utilize the things that you have inside to where you overcome them. I mean, literally looking to see the energy and understanding how the energy is within ourselves, the aura that we actually have, the ability to use these types of things in our favor. That the Most High in this universe created us as blessings, created us as individual tools, created us in such a way that you have that ability inside of yourself to where you can use these things to strengthen the parts of yourself, that you can use these things to find the foundation of focus within oneself, to extract the knowledge to the point where you can find the discipline to become the reflection outwards that lights up other people's world, that lights up other people's day, that lights up other people's way. How can you start to get there? How can you start to use your energy that other people can see the reflection of inspiration coming out of you, reflection of motivation, reflection of meditation? And so that's the purpose of light work. That's the purpose of the ability to utilize focus to that point. It's the ability to read the energy inside of the human being so that you can help them, so that you can help them to strengthen themselves. You can help them to become an inspiration within themselves. You can help them to become a light in the universe, that their own lights would shine bright. I already know that my light shines bright. I want your light to shine bright. I want you to see that you can achieve things. You can become something great in this universe. You can do great things, and that the things that you have inside of yourself are sufficient. I was asked a question, ever watched Leak Project? I have not watched that. I've been doing meditation for nearly a decade. My channel is Motivation, Meditation, Inspiration.yoga. I have my Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So I am on multiple networks. The links are usually in the description below. I am definitely doing energy readings. You're welcome to call in if you would like a reading done. I can definitely do a reading there for you. And so how we utilize these things, how we utilize the mastery of oneself, started to get me to the place where I started to recognize that observing oneself gives the ability to have patience with oneself, allowing ourselves to grow within ourselves, having that kind of light radiating outwards, to recognize that we can use what we do have, that the knowledge inside is sufficient, that the challenges that we face off against on a daily basis can be overcome from you being who you truly are, from you using the challenges that you face off against, that you can truly turn them positive, that you can truly take those challenges that you have in front of yourself and take them to a place where you have the ability to overcome them, where you can dominate your walk, you can dominate your day, you can get to the place where you are sufficient to be yourself, where the energy inside of yourself is sufficient for the challenges that you face off against. And so that is a blessing to utilize that. That is a blessing to have challenges on a daily basis. And so that is what it's about. It's about finding that way. So when one goes within oneself, no matter the challenges that they have going on around them, no matter what you might be facing off against, recognize that the hardest thing is the foundation. The hardest thing is the ability to recognize that it doesn't matter what goes on around you, it's what goes on within you. with that kind of focus, with that kind of knowledge, with that kind of centering of oneself, we start to see that the blessings around us start to happen, that we start to see that the reflection comes from within, that the manifestation on the outside comes from within's level of focus and knowledge. How centered one is within oneself, within the classroom of oneself, becomes that kind of reflection. So what does it take to reach that light? How can we use the things that we have? How can we use the challenges that we face off against? How can we get down with the person who we truly are on the inside? And so that's what energy work is about. Energy work is about understanding ourselves. It's about people that have reached levels of energy where they can read other people's energy. They can read the energy and they can help other people out. Blessings to Japan. They can actually get on there and say, this is how we can become stronger. This is how we can go within ourselves to find that place. This is how we can get to that kind of light. It was interesting, the last reading that I just did, inside the reading was complete yellow. It was completely yellow. The thought process was the dominant thing. The thought process was the ability. And so how do we start to see the abilities that we have through energy? How do we start to utilize the energy inside, that it becomes a mastery, that other people start to recognize the work that you do is a blessing, the things that you go through, the challenges that you have faced off against are worth it. And so, like I was saying, to Japan, so this is the type of blessings that I want to leave you guys with. I've at 1 hour and 20 minutes, the energy inside of oneself to radiate outwards is great. There are days that I pass out, and when I drop, I have a hard time getting up because I create such energy to help other people. I want you to know that you have light inside of yourselves. I want you to know that it is possible for you to achieve your dreams. It is possible for you to achieve your goals. It is possible for you to see that the ability to use the light that you have inside to uplift other people is there. And that when we allow ourselves to uplift other people, when we allow our light to shine bright as its own, when we allow ourselves to use what we do have, it's never about what you don't have, that the people around you will see that. They will see that kind of sharpness. They will see that kind of light. They will see that kind of blessing. And that's what I want to leave you guys with, is a blessing. And as always, connect, leave comments if you want to be a part of it. Subscribe to my networks. Blessings, blessings, blessings. As always, center oneself and namaste.